spilling the tea. We're gonna die out here. Don't say that. He could watch the video. And you never told me that?
I didn't think it was a big deal. But,
Hi guys, welcome back. This week, we're gonna try to start a new series called Sundowner
Sessions.
How did I forget that already? I don't know. Probably because I've had too many Sundowners.
Yeah.
Well,
on the boat, in the boat terminology, in case you're unfamiliar, which I doubt you are, when you have your drink at the end of the night as the sun's going down, it's called your Sundowner. So we're going to have the Sundowner sessions where we reflect on our lives. There'll be different episode themes. But this week's episode theme is...
we're having a Q&A. If you don't already follow our Instagrams, make sure you look at the links below. We have them listed in there. We asked our Instagram followers what questions they'd like answered.
Yeah, we reached out. A lot of people always have questions. People are always asking me at my job, and when I told everyone I was leaving, people had questions. So we're going to let you guys get your questions out. Hopefully you have a great time watching, and hopefully we have fun answering.
Yeah, and if you notice the boat's moving a lot, we're kind of in a storm right now. It's been really windy this past weekend, and that's why we couldn't go out and adventure or anything. We've been pretty much stuck in the boat. He's pretty much worried about the anchor dragging. I'm over here like everything's A-okay, just have a drink. By the way, you guys better grab yourself a drink for this video, because it might be a long one. Probably not, though. We didn't get that many questions. We're not that cool. Alright, so the first question we got it a few times. Oh yeah, and it's raining also if you hear that, so don't worry about that. But the first question that we got a few times was how old we are. And I am going to say I'm 21 forever. That's my answer.
She's 21 forever, which will make me a dirtier and dirtier old man as time goes by. But right now I'm 34, which it's acceptable probably, 34, 21.
What do you mean acceptable? To who?
It's acceptable, you know, for society. I think it's socially acceptable for a 34-year-old to be dating 21-year-olds.
I don't think so. Anyways. Alright, and another question we got. What was your greatest moment so far by Max_Candent? Or Cant. I would say probably when we were sailing through Biscayne Bay and the dolphins all came out. Those are like the best times. But
yeah, wait, is he talking about sailing or my whole life ever? Did he specify?
Oh no, he didn't. What was your greatest moment so far? I'm just assuming it's about our sailing trip.
No, he wants to know of our whole lives.
No.
What was your greatest moment of your whole
Mine
life?
was the dolphins at Biscayne Bay.
Biscayne Bay was a fun sail. That was a fun time for me too. I don't know though, man. I've had so many. It's hard to really pinpoint one. Anytime you do something the first time, I think it kind of is your greatest moment. Biscayne Bay was gorgeous. First time we really sailed the boat. Dolphins came out and did that jumping off the front of the boat deal that is like so.
Yeah,
prolific.
Everybody sees it, you know, on Instagram or movies.
Yeah, it's that super profound sailing freedom image. The Dolphin Brigade, I think, is what they call it.
It was real and it was great.
It was pretty cool. It was before we started cataloging what we were doing. Otherwise, we would be showing you. But that was pretty cool. You know, the first time shooting fish and eating the fish off of the boat while living on it was pretty cool as well. I don't know. All of it's been pretty great for me. I love every day.
All right. Do you have any questions? I think you wrote some down from your Instagram.
Yeah, I wrote mine down. I'm charging my phone, so I didn't want to. My charger's broken. It keeps going off if I try
Nobody
to hold
needs to know all that.
I'm just letting you know, Tim Tam. Okay, so Tim Tam 29 says...
That's a good name, Tim Tam.
I like it. Are you guys the same off camera? Off camera. Are we the same off
Okay, I think
camera?
he means are we the same on and off camera?
Are we the same on and off camera? Hell no. Nobody is. It's like saying, hey, are you the same at your job?
We're pretty close, though.
Well, yeah, okay, I can see that. Because we're only on camera for a couple hours a week.
And we don't hold back. Like, we still argue on camera pretty much.
Believe me, though, but if we got in a real argument...
we probably use more curse words, I think, if we were off camera.
Yeah, I mean, there's an editing process, clearly, because we cut things out. But, I don't know. I'd say we're more or less the same, but obviously, I think I'm a lot crazier. She edits me out a lot. The crazy shit I say.
Oh, yeah.
The crazy...
He cusses more than he probably
The crazy
should.
things I say. I just curse, you know, I've lived my own life.
Inappropriate jokes, you know.
Yeah, I lived my own life, and don't know, I have my own opinions, and I'm hard on those opinions. So it's I think I can maybe be a little more abrasive in real life than maybe I play off on camera. I don't know. I think, it's the same thing. It's like going to work. You act different. If you go to like a PTA meeting, you're not going to talk to your kids the same way you would when you're at the house.
True, that makes sense.
We're all a little bit different, but this is more or less us. It's a little cleaner, little more polished version, though, for sure. Tim Tam.
All right, so the next question is by SV Mello, and he said, "How's the hot sauce working out?" It is not working out. So we feel bad if anybody actually tried it, but we were all in this journey together, experimenting.
I was new to Key West when an acquaintance of mine told me that trick, and I thought this was like an old Key West salty sea dog, but turns out questionable characters. And yeah, the hot sauce was a complete
Don't
waste
say
of
that.
time.
He could watch the video.
You can watch it. It's a long swim out here.
He's a questionable character.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the guy that told me to put a hot sauce on something. We're gonna give it the hot sauce back. But yeah, it didn't do anything at all. Maybe it could, but it didn't. So yeah, the hot sauce. Don't waste your time unless you just want your dinghy to smell really good for an hour or so.
All right. We got a few different food questions. I feel like people didn't know what to ask us, so they just started doing, what's your favorite food?
Yeah, we were transitioning into a cooking channel there for a while.
I think maybe that's why. But we'll just answer, because we got a couple times, so we don't want to let people hanging. We got chicken, fish, or beef, or pizza. And out of all those, I would definitely say... I don't know what I'd definitely say. I really like pizza, but then again, chicken, you can do a lot with it, and fish is always delicious.
Well, there's a bit of redundancy in that question. You can put all those on pizza. So, pizza would be the all-encompassing thing.
I guess you're right.
You can put steak, you can put chicken.
But I don't like fish on my pizza. And sometimes I really
What
want
about
fish.
anchovies? Anchovies are a staple of
anchovies.
pizza. It's a big deal, though.
And then we got one, what is our favorite food? And mine would be, like, Tex-Mex. I like quesadillas, burritos, tacos, anything with rice and beans, salsa.
I like anything my mom cooks.
I could eat that 100 times.
My mom's the best cook that's ever walked this earth. So anything she cooks is good,
All right, read another one from your list while my phone's charging a little bit.
Okay. Mama Julia _ and then a series of numbers you probably don't care about said, "When are you two gonna have a baby?"
Mama Julia.
What are you talking about, Mama Julia? We have a baby right here. Grab the baby.
Yeah, we got one baby already. This is our baby.
Yeah, look at their child. She's camera shy today. She's being a little camera shy. But
Alright, Sam Doublecan 45 said, "Is it possible for people without a lot of money to buy a boat and sail the world?" And yes, Sam Doublecan, it is.
no.
Yes, it is.
Well, a lot of money by what standards?
I think people get really scared. This is what I think. I think a lot of people get really scared and they start overthinking everything, planning things crazy, saying, I need this budget. I need to be...
And you listen to too many people.
I need to quit my job after this many years. I need to wait till this. I need to wait till that. And I feel like if you keep waiting, you're never going to do it.
Yeah,
you can buy a cheap boat.
Well, and two, they take the advice too much because realistically, most people haven't been on boats very much. A lot of people haven't in their lives. And then whenever you look for advice and guidance on it, you just get so many like horror stories of, oh, you have to have this, everything has to be perfect before you go out in the ocean, when realistically you should do all you can to ensure your safety and that you're going to have a good time while cruising and really be able to enjoy yourself. But the fact of the matter is, Christopher Columbus got over here on a wooden boat. No GPS, no nothing. They went back and forth. It's not like he just set sail in a bathtub and floated up here and he said, okay, great. It wasn't a stroke of luck. People were navigating back and forth, crossing oceans in wooden ships prior to GPS, prior to motors. You can do it. It will not be easy, no matter how much money you spend or how much, what is it called? Work?
Planning?
Yeah, no. What's it called when you study something? Research. No matter how much research you do, no matter how much money you spend, you're still gonna be very, very trying. So it's really more about the comfort and the peace of mind that you and your family are gonna have while traveling. But the main thing is, I say do it. Let it rip, because if you wait for the right time, you know, you'll wait forever.
All right, guys. So we just got another drink. So cheers to our friends. Cheers. And we're back to the question by Mike Hawaii. We seen you. We see your comments.
Yeah, Mike I Hawaii.
Do you two have plans beyond the Caribbean?
Yes. We do.
Doesn't look like it, but we do.
We're gonna get sponsored by Tesla, and we're gonna ride this boat all the way to Mars. It's gonna be awesome. No, I don't know. The thing is, we've already spent so much time, a year, literally going 200 miles. So, by that respect, it would take us a while to even make it around the Caribbean. But we plan to sail definitely to the Bahamas. We're short-term goal oriented. You know, it's like everything else in life. When I started fighting, I never was like, okay, here's my whole career that I'm going to do. These are the things that I have to get done. I was just, you know, you take it one fight at a time. And I think sailing's very similar to that. You take,
because you never know
Yeah,
what's going to happen to the boat or
a
what.
jet ski could crash into this boat tomorrow, and guess what? All my plans are different.
And as you guys probably know, we're not big money ballas over here.
Yeah, I mean, we have our...
5 seconds ago, the boat was leaking
Right,
from the
leaked
rain
right
dripping
on
on
my
his head.
The thing is, we have enough... We're pretty humble, I would say, so we'd have enough in savings and in nest eggs to probably purchase another cheaper boat, do a refurbish on it, and go. But that would change our
And that
immediate
takes
plans.
a lot of time.
Yeah, if I had to spend, 10, 15 grand next week, it would mean I'd probably have to work a little bit longer or have to kind of make something else happen or get somewhere else. But the plan is just to travel and, as long as we like it. It's been so damn windy for the last 9 days that I might retire from sailing. If we don't see some sunshine in the next couple days.
It feels like we're on another planet in Key West right now.
Oh my goodness, it's brutal. I'd like to go through the Panama Canal and go to the Pacific. I think that'd be cool just to sail over there and surf and do things like that.
I'm planning on getting to Bora Bora one day. Mark my words, everybody. I'm getting to Bora Bora.
Yeah, we're going to go to Bora Bora for sure. Whether we're going to go on this boat is going to be a different story. We could fly there tomorrow.
Maybe you're right. But I'm getting to Bora Bora.
But, yeah, that's the plan. The Caribbean, respectively, and then I would really like to end up in the Pacific before this is all said and done. I'd like to sail in the Pacific a little bit. What camera do you all do your videos with?
Jonathan1776 said, what camera do we do our videos with? And we do a Sony A6000. All right, next question.
Are you single? Mick Del Grosso. No, neither of us are. We married.
We're not married.
Tolgan Kron says you are sweet. Not much of a question there, big dog. Shoot your shot, though.
Okay. One more question I think people have that I saw a couple times was, he said, what was your biggest fear prior to the departure? And I feel like mine was not having a lot of experience and not knowing a lot about sailboats. So when we bought our boat off Craigslist, in my mind, I might be crazy. In my mind, I thought if we got into too crazy of weather and we didn't really know too much about the prior experience of this boat, because it looked like it was in a little bit of an accident, that the whole thing was going to crack in half in a bad wave and we were all going to die.
So you're, just to shorthand that a little bit, your biggest fear before departure was the boat cracking in half and we're all going to die. That's a pretty big fear.
I mean, yeah, if I'm going to be honest, because I'm honest.
No, it's true that you're very courageous, though, that you followed through with it. I think most people, let's say, what was your biggest fear before getting a new job? The building was going to collapse and we were all going to die. Most people wouldn't go to that job if that was a legitimate fear. So you're, I commend you.
I'm just saying, okay, maybe not that we were going to all die.
Fear would be, spit it out, that the boat, the integrity of the boat was maybe unknown.
Yes.
The unknown integrity of the boat caused concern.
Thank you for clearing that up for me. What was your biggest fear?
Being trapped on a 37-foot boat with a crazy person.
Well, it happened.
I know. my biggest fear is that just missing out on family, being so far away from family that I grew up with, things like that, and then just not being there with them, missing Christmases with them, missing Thanksgivings, birthdays, not getting to see my mom. I haven't seen my mom in had to be a year at least. Haven't seen my dad in a couple months, and he lives right down the street. He just don't come see me no more. So that's the thing. My biggest fear was kind of losing touch with my family and things like that. I know. So that's where
Maya was like, we're gonna die out here.
She's so selfish. She's only worried about herself. I'm worried about everyone else around me.
So that was pretty much all of our questions.
No, we've had other ones just kind of come up through the comments. Oh, one thing I want to talk about while we're here. There's been a million comments, not on Instagram, but about...
Wait, are we letting out the dirty laundry? Is that what it's
no
called?
There's no dirty laundry.
What is it called? Spilling the tea?
We're not spilling any tea.
I think that's what it's called.
Relax. About the rudder. Everyone seems to be super worried about it. Oh, don't leave till you get it done, yada, yada, yada.
No, yelling at us in the comments.
Cursing us out.
Capital letters.
Asking us questions.
Capitals.
The brass tacks of what has happened in life, I tend to live my life by what has happened. What has actually happened to me. Things that have actually occurred. Not doomsday scenarios of everything going wrong constantly. Because things just don't go that wrong in life that much. Things usually hold themselves together. But this boat has been back and forth to England. This boat was registered in Ireland when I bought it. So it's been there and back across the Atlantic twice with the rudder with the 4 bolts. It's been to Panama and back with the same rudder with the 4 bolts. So the main thing is the maintenance on the boat. The boat had been sitting for a while. I sailed it to Key West on 3 bolts. I know, I'm a
You
bad
did?
guy. Yeah, we had 3 bolts. One broke, or one was just missing forever. So
And you never told me that?
I didn't think it was a big deal. But, so yeah, I got 4 all new bolts.
Wow.
They're all rated for 2,000 pounds each. They shear at 3,000 pounds. So basically the main thing is just upkeep, maintenance. Every 30 days I check my bolts now, make sure that nothing's loose. If you lose one, you have to replace it right away because it'll start to shimmy and shake around. But the rudder's fine. If anything...
You keep going, I'm grabbing a drink.
Okay, if anything, I'll defend my boat by saying that rudder is superior to many single stock models, because if I do hit reef with my rudder, it'll snap those bolts and everything's fine. The hull is much less likely to be compromised. If you have one big rudder shaft that goes all the way through your boat to the tiller or to the steering apparatus of the wheel, it can compromise the fiberglass by bending and breaking, making holes in your actual boat, which is going to mean you can take on water. If I run hard aground on a reef, it'll just snap off and go away, and the boat will still float. So I'm defending my rudder. A lot of questions hopefully got answered right there. This right here on me, I'm not so drunk that I spilled beer on me. Just have a little bit of a leaky Port Light here, so, that's what that is. I'm not the lush of the group.
Well, we hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you had some drinks with us. Keep up for more Sundowner Sessions. It's where we keep it real. We let it all out, I feel like.
Okay, we keeps it real.
We keep it real, though. Really, though, I'm just trying to say we try to keep it real for the most part.
And I'm gonna keep
We're
it-
not trying to fake anything on the camera for the most part, right?
Yeah, we don't gotta tell them that. It seems like we are if we say that. Seems like if we tell them, I'm not a cop, are you? I'm not a cop. I mean, you guys got some drugs. I'm not a cop. Just to let you guys know.
Anyways, like, subscribe if you haven't yet, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Next week. Hold on. This is dripping all over me. Let me put a rag in there. It's just gonna.
The boat's leaking. The boat is leaking.